Hi there, sign of Leo. This is Kim with your messages. These messages are meant to find you within the next 3 days of receiving them. Somehow they're going to benefit you for that time period, or to know this information in that time period. So I open up to your spirit team. Your spirit guides and your angels are very welcome here to help facilitate these messages. I have done a lot of personal research here to figure out on the channel what is the best spread for people, and during this time the winner is the breakthrough spread. So whatever it is, and remember, life is full of little breakthroughs too. Those little changes are usually the ones that lead to the biggest breakthroughs. So that's what I'm going to try to stay pretty consistent with the signs and doing. So if you've noticed me going back and forth, if you are someone who has been watching for not just your sign but other signs too, well, then you can be on the lookout for the consistency of this same spread. Yeah, I just had to figure out what people like. Also, the sound quality will be getting better soon. I really hope so. I ordered something that a piece of equipment that should make it a little bit easier to hear me, less background noise. Hopefully that's the goal. So, and all because you showed up to this reading, liked it if you liked the video, commented, helped the channel in any way that I was even able to get that for this channel. So I appreciate you. If you need a private reading, those are available in the description box below, and they're recorded readings sent to you usually within 48 hours. I try to keep it around that time frame. Okay. So, Kim Krans Wild Unknown Alchemy deck is what I've laid down first. The Breakthrough Pyramid spread has 6 spots, and I'll explain them a little bit more. I'm going to use the Journey of the Sacred Bee for the tarot, the main tarot part for each spot. So let's go over each one. This first one right here has to do with what we need to have the breakthrough about. If there's a pattern, what is it? What do we keep running into? Or, in essence, what we need to have a breakthrough about. That spot is your challenge for the breakthrough. The top here is your breakthrough. This spot is your strength at this time, and it's strength that you've gained from your past experiences that you're bringing into this experience to help you. And then this spot here is your advice from angels. This is your outcome. Ooh, and the 8 of Wands is on the position of being maybe something that you don't see coming, because it is at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands says swiftness on the card. Something is about to speed up. You are about to get some kind of communication that when it comes in, the news is so good, the feelings, the vibes, that it's just things are gonna speed up from that point on. So that can be a love interest. It can be somebody, it can represent somebody new. Actually, it could even be somebody from the past, but it's good. So I'm not talking about communication from someone that you're not going to want to hear from. So it can be good news regarding a job or a loan or something like that too. Whatever it does, it's like once it's here, it unlocks something for you. Okay, what is on the bottom? Definitely Leo type energy here with crack shot. Yeah, it's competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, dead on, intense, target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel. It does say arrogant. I think that Leo sometimes can be mistaken for arrogance, but I think a Leo that's really balanced in their heart space is just very confident and regal. So maybe there's a little bit of misinterpretation of that sometimes. But you are meant to shine. Like, you're meant to stand out. It's written in the stars for your sign. You know, that's why you have the sun as your ruling planet. And what's interesting about that is I'm a Leo too. And when I got my first tattoo, I was so excited when I was 18. I knew nothing about all I knew was I was a Leo, but I had no idea that it was associated with the sun. I didn't know anything about it. And I chose to get a little sun tattoo on my shoulder. So, and even on the right side. So, a masculine sign too. There was a lot of like synchronicities that lined up to me getting that I didn't figure out until later in life. So, there's ways that you're meant to shine naturally. It's kind of like my point, I guess. Copper, luxury. We want luxury. Oh, the Empress. Okay, in all honesty, this is the third time I've been trying to film this, and the Empress kept coming out in the pre-shuffle, and I was talking about in the last one, but so we have 3-3, and it's take 3. So there's something very significant here about the number 3 for you, whether you've been seeing that number a lot in receipts, on cars, on algorithms popping it up. This is divine creation here. Oh, for you to have luxury, like you're meant to experience the finer things in life. This even includes Aphrodite energy, the copper does. It's luxury. Luxury. Leo's meant to live in luxury. The Leos that are here, the Leos with the kind, open, loving heart. Here, if you get in this Empress, so this is about your creation, and somehow there's a new pathway here that leads to even more passion, even more inspiration. It's like maybe to create something new on top of what you've already created. It's a big energy. Cornucopia is associated with the Empress. Hex, so is fruit of the loom, right? But is that still true? Or are they denying that? I know I saw cornucopia on it when I was younger. But anyways, okay, distracting. Headache. Poor health, dis-ease, illness, unpleasant, crisis, emergency, body signal, needing self-care, problem, root cause, annoying, disagreeable, something's off, pain, underlying conditions. Is this like uncomfortable because you're trying to have a breakthrough, or you're wanting to have something? What is this about, Spirit? Let's go ahead and get clarification. I wasn't going to jump right into clarification, but I am going to. So I can figure out what is off. What is Leo's body, emotions, body trying to tell them that they feel is off? Why do we have headache here? It's this one. The Ace of Wands. The Moon. 2 Ace of Wands. So I see 2 wands here. I see needing to plan, prepare, and be focused. Spirit, why the Ace of Wands? Why is... I keep getting a feeling of like, okay, this is energy that's built up. And it might be the, okay, you know, and sometimes you can, when you can realize that something, it feels like anxiety, but it's really excitement. You might be feeling, you might be in a place where you're not seeing this manifest yet, but you're feeling surges of the energy from it. That's kind of what I'm feeling, is like, and then once it gets expressed, it can be created. I'm going to tell you, when you're getting messages that are meant to be out there, like just with this job or this field, if you get messages that the divine has given to you, like as part of purpose to get a message out there, and you don't do it for some reason, you can start to feel uncomfortable. And then a message gets released or something gets told, and then all of a sudden that discomfort goes away. And then that's really strange. Sometimes it's a message that you're meant to pass. Oh, I do see 2 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Wands here. there's so much excitement in this reading. It has me here, there, and everywhere. So it might be hard. Okay, so it might be hard to focus with this energy that's coming in, because it's it's really intense. It feels very like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing, thrilling, like something like that. So like plan and prepare. You could be all of a sudden having an experience where they're like, let's go rock climbing. We have all the equipment, but like there's still something about you needing to be planned and prepared here about this. What's the challenge? It might be how to handle this intense energy movement. Oh, two states at the same time. Mercury or Quicksilver is like, you've seen it, the little balls that scatter all over the place, you know, kind of has that very strange attribute of being like in two states at the same time. I think this is the challenging energy of you almost being in this, you know, portal here at the beginning of something very exciting and intense. And I think that's what's going on. That's why it's challenging right now. If you're feeling these energies that I'm feeling right now, just getting the information. Oh yeah, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands definitely is psychic, is brave, and is confident. She could go here, there, and everywhere, because she puts herself in the face of the fire. Like she puts herself out there. Whether that's a new job or a new relationship, a new adventure, a trip. She's bold, she's brave. And it could have, with this energy, it could have her going here, there, and everywhere. So that's a challenge somehow. It's very... Three of Swords is also part of your challenge. 333. Whew. And the other part of it, so this is heartache, sorrow, sadness. It is something that, if it's coming here in the challenge, then it's something you've already experienced. It is when we have tried something and then we have had our hearts broken. Gave something a try, either a person betrayed us, or we feel like the whole situation kind of ended up betraying us in some way. That's why she is the one to represent, let's get up and do it again, or let's try it again. So the bodybuilder card here, part of your challenge is to realize your own strength. Strength, forceful, determined, discipline, vigor, domination, push forward, influence, leverage, mastery, resolve, intense, resistance, self-improvement, and exercise. All right, tell me a little bit about the challenge here for Leo. The King of Swords. Oh, discipline, push forward. You have the knowledge and the know-how, and another Three of Swords here. Okay, so you have, they're saying you have, it says the smartest man on the planet. No, the smartest man on any planet. So you have this in you, this domination, influence to push forward your effort. Like, you know what steps that you need to take. You know what you need to do to have something come about for you, to push forward even when we're tired, exhausted, even when we're hurt or we've experienced loss of some sort. And that's why they're trying to let you know that's the challenge here, is you need to step into the King of Swords archetype because it's within you. So you combine that with the bravery, with the confidence here, with the Queen of Wands. Your breakthrough. Oh, Sun Splendor is your breakthrough. Yeah, you are that guiding light. You are the sun, but this deck has a different sun card in it also, as well as this one. So when you get this one, this is like, If you say, I'm enjoying something in all its splendor, I'm enjoying something in all its glory, you're getting the best of the best that the sun energy has to offer. And it already offers happiness. It already offers growth, good health, abundance, energy. And it looks like this card, it looks like it could be a rainbow, but it's also a part of another card in her archetype deck that represents the seed being planted. And so we have this lover's energy here too. There may be something new coming in with a relationship, but there's colors that need to be filled in that have yet to be filled in, but it's there. Oh, and you have every color available to you. So I love that as a breakthrough, because that means you'll have the best of the best here. You're going to have the best of the best. Oh, we're coming out. I think I take this card as like a Five of Pentacles, as coming out of the Five of Pentacles energy. If it's part of your breakthrough, then that's what you're having a breakthrough about. So if you have felt like you have lacked in anything, or you're experiencing hardship or struggle, anything that makes you feel less than the absolute supreme divine being that you are, it's going to get better. I feel like you're coming out of it. So I feel like for a lot of you all, this has to do with finances getting better and a feeling of belonging. Yeah, oh yeah, belonging. Three of Cups. Might even have people guided to you. Soul family, for abundance, for joy, for the purpose of coming together, celebration. These are people you would really, really resonate with, relate with. And the Page of Cups, the Princess of Cups, the new, hopeful, fresh start, a new beginning. So you could have friendships and partnerships coming in here that do offer like new beginnings for you, or fresh start in relationships. These are going to be really good ones. Part of your breakthrough here also is the Diamond, which it says creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, commitment, light, perfection, unconquerable force. You are multi-dimensional, multifaceted, and you have invincible spiritual power. We're just going to cover up the orphan, because that is what we're breaking through, that energy. It has been long. It has been difficult to figure this out. But remember, you're the Diamond, right? When you get the Diamond, it's ready. Like something has gone through the pressure, and maybe the labyrinth, like maybe you have gone through something being lost, delayed, complex, complicated, a spiritual quest, a long way home, the problem to solve, catch-22, a situation to sort out. But this mind, they're showing me clarity of mind and the know-how of someone that can easily figure this out. And that, so your breakthrough is as your intelligence and your jack of all trades, like energy here. That's what I feel. So let's get another card here for your breakthrough. How is Leo breaking through the maze, breaking through the situation to solve or sort out? How are you doing it? Because you're focused. What I say, I think you all are getting some financial backing coming in. Look, whatever this Ace of Wands is for you, like this new beginning, and whatever it is that you are creating, press. This, I know it says Empress, but press is the word that's coming out. I don't know if some of you all have something to do with media, social media, putting some kind of news out there, or create a project in that sense. It's going to be good too. It's going to be good. Something that you integrate with what you're creating right now. How do you get out of the maze? Because you create enough wealth to be able to do whatever the heck you want to do. And that's what I'm saying. This is good. This is the right connections. If you don't have your 10 of Pentacles right now, and you don't, because usually there's a lot of people attached to this 10 of Pentacles, then you're the one who's meant to create it. You're the one who's meant to be the the main person sitting in that chair right there with others around you. This is wealth here, Leos. And I said it when that orphan came out. It's reversing the Five of Pentacles energy. And that's exactly how you're going to get out of a maze, is because you create it. You create the way out. And this is a world where somehow abundance will pay for your food and pay for a trip somewhere. And so however this comes in, this wealth, it is going to help you get that copper energy, that luxury that you deserve, that you want. Beautiful. Anything else on the breakthrough here other than wealth? Keep on investing here. Look, keep on investing. Even if you are feeling like, no, especially when you're feeling like I'm in the Four of Cups, or I don't enjoy what I'm looking at right now, that is the perfect time to go within and think about what you want and visualize it. Because the seeds that you're planting right now, the choices, you can even look at this as like those decisions that you're making every day on practical, what to invest your time, your energy, something material in. It says all of the planning paid off. So everything that you've been investing in yourself up till now is what's leading to your Ten of Pentacles. They're just giving you more confirmation on that you are on the right track. What is their strength? What is helping them? The coagulation, which usually this is like energy you've dealt with before in your past, when you had to get out of something that felt like it was stuck. I'm seeing this as a soul that's been challenged a lot, put in a lot of situations where truly you've had to figure a way out of something that looked like it was impossible. This card also comes across as like maybe an empath that in the past had gotten a lot of energies kind of stuck to them, and then had to figure out kind of what was theirs, what was not, and went through a lot of spiritual awakening regarding what is being attracted to you. So whatever it was that you had to work through, that you had to untangle in the past, is now part of your strength, right? It's part of your strength now. So Seven of Pentacles, 2 Seven of Pentacles, side by side. Yeah, I'm seeing long-term planning and strategy here. Even if you have gone off, like even if you were on the right road and you went off for a while and you had maybe took a break, metaphorically maybe took a vacation, then you got back on. I feel like this is Leos that these are Leos who have always gotten back on to that plan, which is ultimately to get yourself unstuck and free. Patience. And then the King of Cups is your strength. And this is like emotional balance, mastery over our mood, responding, not reacting, and a person who's leading their life and the things they're investing in is from a loving space. It's from love. Yes, as I say, it's from a loving space. I have a heart and home, happy home, security, love, kindness, family, belonging, bliss, contentment, comfort, established, fulfilled, legacy, boundaries, affection, peace, heart's desire, and longevity. And that is your strength. Healing. The wounded healer. As part of your outcome is healing, and you couldn't really ask for anything better than that. Whatever hurt, whatever this Three of Swords, it's here twice, so whatever this was, you've healed from it, and you will be healing others too with your healing. It's kind of giving me the whole we are one, and so your healing is ultimately going to heal others. It was hard, whatever you went through, but when you're experiencing Chiron, I think that's going to be representing relief to you. Healing the devil. Healing the devil. Healing from devil energy. Healing from our fears. Healing from those things that cause blockages in what we are really wanting to manifest for ourselves. It's like confronting the shadowy aspects of ourselves and loving, open ways to integrate, not letting just beating the demons. You have beat your demons. And something is really mysterious here. That was another message in your last reading, was mysterious. Devil can also be about strategy and planning. Like, for material means, strategy, planning. The moon. Something here is going to change, and I'm going to use the same message as last time. I mean, it is every 3-day messages, but there is mysterious change coming in here that is going to relieve you of some kind of worry that you have. Something that makes you feel uncomfortable. It feels like that's what's going to get healed. Something to soothe you. This change. Tell me more about the moon. The changes. They're saying it has to do with this thing you don't see coming in. This communication that you don't see coming in. 4 of Cups. Of course you're wanting to come out. And the Devil. Don't see coming in. Okay, that's another message then here. All right. So we're definitely like being either tempted at this time, or we're having to ward off this like demonic energy, but you don't have to look at it as demonic. It could be addictions, fears, attachments, lots of different things that the devil energy can bring in. If we take the 4 of Cups and go within and withdraw, but we're, like this card said, have you checked your blind spot? We could possibly miss some kind of communication coming in that would offer your Ace of Cups, which is what it usually looks like. So with that 4 of Cups, there's a little caution in use that to manifest what you really want. Like, use it as the contrast, but don't think too much about what you don't want necessarily, because then you'll just keep on manifesting it. It can be talking about that. So let me get something else. What else? Wow, now you have the Empress and the Emperor and another moon energy here. What lurks beneath the surface? Here's the Emperor. Emperor. A power like unto a god. When you have the Empress and the Emperor energy in one person, you're gonna get the Sun Splendor and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, you're gonna get something big. This person, it feels like it's you here, Leo. It feels like it's a person who is really strong in who they are. They're not afraid to have a battle if they need to, but they're smart enough, because they've had so many, that they know which ones are worth it and which ones they're going to win. So that, like, they're not going to join something if they're absolutely not sure about it. That they're not, and I'm not saying, yeah, go out and fight. I'm saying no one would want to fight this energy. This is about some kind of move that you're going to make. I feel like it has to do with some big action that you're going to take, boss action that you're going to take. These two energies here, they're big on like you being the author of your own authority here in a big way. Ooh, the Star. Yeah. My gosh, how many major arcana? We've got the Devil, the Emperor, the Moon, the Empress, and the Star. For your major arcanas, those are really big. Like, I feel like it's these are heavy hitters. Ooh. So whatever it is that you stand out for, it's going to make you very seen. You're also going to be feeling like the stars have lined up, you know, that they're in alignment now, that something feels like it's going to be a trine for the rest of your life, like in the right alignment. You have a lot of support here from the spirit realm that is helping you manifest your desires. why you came here. It was to create, like the Emperor and the Empress that you are, your 10 of Pentacles. It was to have everything that you really could have. It's not to keep manifesting things that you don't want. And so your outcome involves that coming true. Wow. Advice from your angels. Conjunction. Apocalypsis. Oh, dang. The Hierophant. And the conjunction. Whoa. Well, that's big. And the Wheel of Fortune. Holy crap. And then on the bottom, the Pillory, which means you have suffered. Either any of these things you have gone through, you have suffered. Okay, I will say before I say these things, because they're kind of negative or dark sounding, that you are ascending and transcending all of these things. But these are the things that you have had to go through. Open dishonor, humiliation, finding fault, punishment, abusive, shut down, caught, public ridicule and mockery, nowhere to run, censure, serving time, and vulnerable. So it feels like you were exploited during your most vulnerable time. This could have been a hit to self-esteem, a hit to our pride. But they're reminding you of what's to come, okay? Big time reminding you of what's to come. Airplane, travel, long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, in control, things work out, taking off, leave it behind, and internal guidance systems. So, where to start with this? This is big. Conjunction has to do with an eternal love or something that is meant to form in this lifetime. This can be for the purpose of lots of things and manifesting from love, but it's a specific person usually. Okay, and this has to do with this coming together divinely and even being guided by the Most High, the Hierophant, being divinely guided to come together in this lifetime. I think your advice here is to look forward to this energy coming in, because it is a divine conjunction. It's going to be a commitment. For some of you all that feel like you resonate with being a spiritual teacher or a leader somehow, maybe explaining concepts to people, then you're going to be joined together with the right type of people too. That maybe your passion and your purpose for that, something about your connection with God, Source, Creator, whatever name you want to give it, is what's bringing this about. Could make you quite famous here if that feels like it's your call. Could be that some sort of partnership is very significant to, like a timeline, some timeline shifts. As I say, timeline shift, the wheel is definitely about something being timed. It's letting you know that something's going to get better. Apocalypsis, whew, is a big card because it is like piercing through the veil, and it means that part of your advice is that you're pretty much meant to see these shadowy energies or this darkness in order so that you can be part of the cycle or the new world that dispels these energies, that transmutes it, that changes it for the better. And you see through things. So you're seeing more at this time. And they're wanting you to know that whatever you're seeing right now rise up to the surface is going to ultimately be changed for the better, like a new cycle. So if you're feeling or seeing things more than usual, there's a reason for that. So darkness is exposed. You're alchemizing it. It's part of purpose here with this. Part of your purpose. Tell me more about this. 3 of Pentacles is, I feel like it's like teaching others, because there's some sort of recognition here. These 3s, they're everywhere. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3s are everywhere. 3. I feel like this is somebody, people learning from you. recognizing you. Recognition. As the Empress again. 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. 3 to the 4 of Pentacles is really telling us that's here. Okay, so these energies that are cooperating with you at this time are really trying to help you build a very solid foundation, because what's coming in for you to be built, ultimately, what is going to be your main manifesto is going to be a lot of abundance. I mean, a lot of abundance. Be prepared to receive. They're helping you. They're helping you build spiritually. They're helping you build materially. The 4 of Pentacles, I usually see this also as a card that says, make sure we are also blocking out those heavier energies, or not allowing them in as we're trying to build and stay steady and secure ourselves. Whatever those devil energies represent, and these can be like just even toxic people. It's like, or listening to too much fear, you know, it's like a virus. When we listen to it too much, we don't want to keep manifesting what we don't want. So keeping something to yourself might be really important here too, with this 4 of Pentacles. So that's what I'm getting for you all. What a pretty colorful spread that is. I like it. 0011. Like you have cracked the computer code. The mother of invention, the Empress. Yeah, your reading gave me a lot of energy today, so thank you. I was excited just to do this. 14, 25, which we have heard. 14 is about being practical before you jump into something. 25 is talking about this smartest man on any planet. It's talking about your intelligence here. So you're intuitive and you're able to process information with 11 here. 25. And then 28 says a leader. So I'm a leader. Makes sense with Leo. Yeah, bringing a team together towards achieving something. So your affirmation is, I'm a leader, I'm intelligent, and I am practical. So that's what I have. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.